Today we're going to review comparing decimals using greater than, less than, or equal to. So just remember from the beginning of the year when we have a less than sign, it looks like somebody took a capital L and smushed it down. So that is definitely a good way to remember how to tell the difference between a greater than and a greater than sign and a less than sign. So let's get started. So when we are comparing numbers that are involving decimals, we want to start with our highest place value and work to our lowest place value. So let's start with the tens place. The tens place in both of these numbers has a 4. So there's nothing we can really differentiate between those two numbers because they match, right? So we're going to move now over to the ones place. In the ones place here, we have 5s. All right, so that is exactly the same. After we move from the ones place, we have our decimal point. So notice, right, I'm highlighting each of these in a different color just to help you keep track. All right, now moving after the decimal point, our first number to the right of the decimal is in the tenths place. So if we look, the number on the left here is a 7, okay? The number on the right here is a 0. So if we want to compare, the 7 is greater than the 0. So what I'm going to come back in here and do is I'm going to draw the greater than sign in my box. So what you are saying is 45 and 75 hundredths is greater than 45 and 75 thousandths. All right, so let's take a look at the next problem on the screen and try it together. Okay, so let's look at the next problem. We have 6 and 476 thousandths, and we have 6 and 486 thousandths. So if we were to compare again, we'll start with the highest number, which is in our one spot. In our one spot, we have 6s, right? Okay, so that matches. So now I'm going to move on to my next spot, which is my decimal point, right? Okay, now my tenths spot, I have a 4 in this number, right, on the left-hand side, and I have a 4 in this number on the right-hand side. So everything right now is exactly the same. When I look at my hundredth spot, however, that's when things start to change. So in my hundredth spot, in this number, I have a 7, and my hundredth spot here, I have an 8. So the 8 is greater than the 7, which makes 6 and 486 thousandths greater. Alrighty, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the less than sign. I know that's a little bit confusing, but what that's saying is 6 and 476 thousandths is less than 6 and 486 thousandths, which is correct. Okay, boys and girls, so we are done with our little mini review. You're going to now try the problems on the worksheet that was handed out to you. I know you can do it, and make sure you ask an adult in the room if you have any questions, okay? Bye.